Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 3rd from exercise 2.3. In question 3rd, if P and Q are co-prime positive integers, then prove that root P plus root Q is an irrational number. So what are P and Q? Co-prime numbers. Co-prime numbers means, first you understand prime numbers. Prime numbers means the numbers which are not divisible by any other number except itself and 1. Again I am repeating, prime numbers are the numbers which is divisible by itself and by 1, not by any other number, that are named as prime numbers. Now co-prime numbers means two prime numbers which don't have any common factor, like P and Q are co-prime numbers, they don't have any common factor, and both are positive also, so co-prime as well as positive integers. So these are co-prime and positive integers. So if we add the square root of these two, then whatever result we will obtain, that is going to be an irrational number. This we have to prove. So first we should know what is the meaning of irrational number and rational number. So first come to the rational number. Rational numbers means the numbers which we can express as numerator upon denominator, that are known as rational numbers. And irrational numbers means which we cannot write in the form of numerator upon denominator. And then what are the irrational numbers? Irrational numbers are the numbers which we obtain after finding the square root of prime numbers. The numbers which we get after finding the square root of prime numbers. So prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 17, like this. These are all are prime numbers. So if we find out the square root of these prime numbers, then whatever result we obtain, that is going to be the irrational number. So irrational numbers are the numbers which we cannot write in the form of numerator upon denominator, and they are mainly the square root of prime numbers. So since the square root of prime number is irrational, so we can say that root P is irrational and root Q is also irrational. So now we have to prove that if we add these two irrational numbers, then whatever answer will come, that is also going to be irrational. Now we have to prove this. So we will start this question by contradiction method. So first we will write contradiction method means whatever we have to prove, just opposite of that we have to assume. So we have to prove irrational, but we are going to assume it as a rational. So we will write here, let root P plus root Q is a rational number. Now if it is a rational number, then what is the definition of rational number? Rational numbers are the numbers which we can write in the form of A upon B. A upon B means fraction. So since we assume it's a rational number, so surely we can write in the form of A upon B. So which implies symbol it is, so root P plus root Q is equal to A upon B. Now where A and B are co-prime integers. Co-prime integers means they don't have any common factor, so that we can cancel it. So it's the language is like this, you have to understand that. Now from here we are going to separate any one, either root P is a separate or root Q is a separate. So I am going to separate root P. So if I separate root P, then it is going to be A upon B minus root Q. Then just do whole square in both the sides. So just write down on squaring both sides. So when we do the square in both the sides, we will get root P whole square and A upon B minus root Q whole square. So now when we will do the root P square, root and 2 will cancel each other. We will get here only P, and here when we will do the square, we are going to use the formula x minus y whole square. So what is the formula of x minus y whole square? X square minus 2xy plus y square. So this formula we are going to use. So when we use the formula, first we have to do x square. X square means first term square. So when we do this square, we will get here a upon b whole square, that is our x square, then minus 2xy, so minus 2 multiplied by a upon b multiplied by, so minus 2xy. Minus 2xy means 2 into a upon b multiplied by q, because our x is a upon b and y is root q. So here root q will come, then plus y square. Plus y square means root q square. So we had used this formula, so this is our reason. Now in next step, this p we are going to write down as it is here. When we do the square here, we will get a square upon b square, and we cannot cancel it, so we are going to get here 2a root q upon b. We cannot multiply, so I wrote them without any symbol so that they can come in the multiplication, and plus root q square. Root and square will cancel each other, so you will get here only q. Now here, after doing this step, students, we have to separate this root q. So we have to shift everything in the other side. That is going to be like this. Since it's negative, so I am shifting here in this side. So it's going to be positive 2a upon b root q, and these two terms I am keeping as it is. So it's going to be a square upon b square plus q, and this p I am shifting here. So p is in positive, so it's going to be negative. Negative p, sorry. So what we had done, students, just once you starting onwards, just understand. First we assumed it as a rational number. So if it is a rational number, we can write in the form of numerator upon denominator. First step. In second step, you have to keep any one of the irrational number alone, either root p or root q. I kept here root p alone. Then we had done the square in both the sides. After doing square in both the sides, we achieved this step. And here to open the bracket, we have to use x minus y whole square formula. After using the formula, we got this step. Now here we have to search the root number. So here we have the root number. So our target is to keep this root q alone. So to keep root q alone, I had done some shifting. First it is in negative, so I shifted in the left hand side. So for negative symbol changed to the positive symbol, and this p I shifted here. So this p is positive, so when I shifted in right side, it got negative, and this a square upon b square and this plus q I kept here in the right side only. That's why their symbol not, their sign not changed. Now we will move to the next page because we don't have space here. Some problem is there to select the next page. So where were we were? We had, I think, well, let me see the previous step because I need the previous step. 2a root q upon b Now we move to the next page because I need this step to conclude the next. That's why we move to the next page. So in the previous page, our last step was I'm writing the last step of previous page, that is 2a upon b root q is equal to a square upon b square plus q minus p. Now here, first I am going to take the LCM. So when we take the LCM is going to be b square, and we'll write here 1, we'll write here 1. So b square divided by b square is 1, then 1 multiplied by a square is only a square, plus this b square divided by 1 is b square multiplied by q is b square q, minus b square divided by 1 is b square, then multiplied by p, so you will get here b square p. So here I simply took the LCM. Now we want this root q, first I am writing this as it is. So in this step what we have done, we took the only LCM. Now I want root q alone, so I am going to shift this fraction in other side. So when this fraction will go in other side, we have to do the reciprocal. So first I am writing this as it is, that is a square plus b square q minus b square p upon b square, then multiplied by, we have to do the reciprocal because we are shifting this fraction here, so it is going to be b upon 2a. Now this b and this will cancel, so we are going to remain with a square plus b square q minus b square p square upon 2a. So what we got here, root q we converted in the form of numerator upon denominator. Numerator upon denominator means rational number. So if right side is rational, then left side is also rational. So we have to conclude this, since whatever be the varieties of number you have, all you have to write down. So varieties of number are a, comma b, then comma p, then q and 2. So write like this, let's write down r integers, since they are the integers, so then write down this fraction again. So a square plus b square q minus b square p upon 2a is a rational number, and if left side is rational, then if right side is rational, then left side is also rational. So this implies root q is a rational number. And if it's a rational number, but it's not a rational number, why? Because q is a prime number, so square root of prime number is irrational, so that we have to conclude. But since q is a prime number, so square root of prime number that is root q is an irrational number. So if it's a, because students, here we concluded root q is a rational number, but here we are writing root q is an irrational number, so this is contradicting the fact. So this contradiction has arisen because of our wrong starting. So that we have to write down. First we will see the previous phase, that how we had started here. You see the previous phase. In previous phase we had wrote here root p plus root q is rational number, but what we achieved at back we achieved this contradiction. So this contradiction had arisen because of our wrong starting. In wrong starting we had assumed that root p plus root q is rational, so that was wrong. If that was wrong, then what is correct? That root p plus root q is irrational number. So that we have to write down. So again we will move to the next phase. So we have to write down here this contradiction has arisen. has arisen because of our wrong assumption. So that proves root p plus root q is an irrational number. So that's it, hence proved. So students, this question is lengthy. First, once again we'll see from the starting onwards. In starting we had assumed that we had used the contradiction method. We had assumed root p plus root q as rational number, and if it is a rational number we can write it in the form of numerator upon denominator. Then I kept any one number here and I shifted, and I done the square in both the sides. I used x minus y whole square formula, and after that my target was to keep the root q alone. So the next is I took the LCM here. After taking LCM, I achieved this step, and then I shifted this fraction in other side, and I cancelled it, and I finally achieved that it came in the form of numerator upon denominator. And if it came in the numerator upon denominator, means it's a rational number. If our right side is rational number, the left side is also rational number. But we know that square root of any prime number is irrational number. So we know that root q is irrational, but here we achieved root q is rational. So this contradiction has arisen because of our wrong assumption. So what was our wrong assumption initially? We assumed root p plus root q as rational. So that assumption was wrong. If that assumption was wrong, then what is the correct assumption? Correct assumption is root p plus root q is irrational number. So like this we had proved by the contradiction method. So I hope this question is clear to you. Further, if you have any doubt, you can write in comments so that I can clear out. Thank you.